I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. I don't know what's going on with my see everything start is not that, so I don't know what all my energy is all jacked up. So with that being said, much love. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light. Many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic big gift. And how it's heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are informative, give you good vibes or uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's always appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The channel I'm using today is Self Healing Collective. The video I'm using is called Prayer and Meditation Music, Talk to God, Deep Inner Peace Music, 963 Hertz, 99, Frequency of God. And it's been out for 9 months. So that is like 999. So, that's and in cycles for y'all. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, what to watch out for, where universe wants you to have more faith in them and in your purpose. It's like I've been going through so many different things, y'all. I've been, sharing, my journey with y'all for a long time now. And, things are looking up. I feel like I have faith in myself and I have faith in y'all about things that, you're heading towards your way. There are so many people contacting me and I feel so good for them. Like, Roz, I done found this, Roz, I finally got a house, or Roz, I done won the lottery, or Roslynn, I done found, my true love or my twin flame or whatever. And it's like a lot of things are opening up for us. But a lot of times, sometimes even I get scared, because especially when it gets too daggone quiet and how everything has been going good, I'm like, oh Lord, and they want you to have more faith in it. Don't allow fear to step into that, because if you put more heaviness vibes of fear and, anxiety, that's, it's going to mess you up, and they want you to go ahead and, release that to them. And that's one of the ways that you can do that. When you have gone through so many trials and tribulations, you're on your own battlefield with your mind, and your mind can be your own war zone at times, because there's so many things, that you have that inner voice is telling you, hey, you got this, don't worry, we got you, spirit guides have got you. Because a lot of times, we feel like the world is punishing us. I've been like that, but it's just the world just responding to us. You have to allow yourself to know that, there's so many different things that's going on in your life, and you want better for yourself. There's people out there that truly want better for you, but it's like you have to make that decision to go for that. And they, and they're showing you different signs. It's like, hey, doors are opening up for you, but for those doors to open, doors have to close, but whatever's behind that door, you have to make sure it stays closed. Because I used to have bad habits of letting that door close and want to stick my whole foot in the door. I mean, wait a minute. And, it's like, wait a minute. I done held on for this for so long. Maybe, it's not right for me to go. And they want you to know you're worthy of those things. They will send you different signs. And a lot of times when they feel like you're in a jam, they will send just like they had me do yesterday, is making that video for, people that you need to cut out your life. Because there's a lot of times where, you'll start feeling vibes shift, like, wait a minute, what's going on with you? Because any other time, they'll be pleasant, but all of a sudden those people will be like, it feels like they're like trying to cloak something from you. Anytime you feel like there's something you can't put a finger on, even when you meet somebody, that's something, unless you feel like it's insecure vibes, let me put it that way. Because if there's somebody that, universe is bringing into your life, like if, you've been in a traumatic relationship and whatever relationship you had was very toxic, and you took that time out for yourself, I always tell people when, like I did, I've been single for almost 4 years, been celibate just the same. And I'm okay. Yeah, I get tired of sleeping by myself and, all these different things, but I know that's the bestest for me right now. I'm just on trying to manifest my desires and manifest what I need to be doing, and then healing myself where all I have access baggage. And plus what I got on going on, it's too complicated anyway. I need to make sure you there for me or you there for me, being an opportunist of me. I don't got time for all that. So I'm just, here for my network. I'm here for that. And it's just like there are certain times they want you to be able to use best discernment. If there are certain things that you want to do, or there are certain times they'll guide me towards a certain person, and we on that same vibe, like me and these people going through the same thing. They say, are you going to repeat what you have gone through in a negative way, and being like very resentful, holding on toxic, heavy energies where you're placing this on this person, so you ain't helping them, you just adding on more issues. Because I've had people where they watch my videos, and then when we keep it real and talked along on the side, all of a sudden all this stuff start coming out, and I'm like, dang, where'd that come from? Especially, I forgot when it was like that full moon when everything started being released, and it was like had everybody's on pin and needles, and I was like, oh, this ain't even me. But it was like, it was supposed to be one of them touch go type situations. So I kept on saying, oh, I'm only going to deal with you for this one time, and then I'm going about my business. Like, no, don't say that. But next thing you know, it was just that vibe that just regurgitated up. And then it was just like that person, only needed me to guide them for that short period of time. And I had to go on about my business. Like, it is what it is. It happened. Usually I try not to be that way, but it just so happened to happen with that person. That's where, the universe is going to allow you to say, a lot of times you have to allow yourself, if there's people like-minded, a lot of times that person is bringing that towards you, so you can recognize what things you really need to heal on. Right. Right thing, the things that you really need to allow yourself to release. They want you to do that. So they'll bring different people in there. There may be, sometimes it's not, what you're mirroring out. It could be something you're mirroring out, or it's just that person needs that blessing because you don't overcome something that they're still struggling with. So they'll send different people your way, because a lot of times, like, dang, am I mirroring this? Why I keep on bringing these wounded people with me? But there are so many people that, even I deal with, and there's so many different things that's coming in that is a blessing because you struggled for so long. And there's so many different things that's coming in. And it's just beautiful. From when I first met these people, they were really going through it just like me. And it's just knowing that you can bring some kind of, stability towards somebody's life, or not even stability, but it's just like, to me, a lot of people like, Roslynn, if it wasn't for you in your videos, I said, no, I was just a kind reminder, a friendly reminder. You did all the shadow work. I was just being that little, your little GPS, like, hey, don't do that. Hey, stop before you go. It's like, wait a minute, think positive, don't do negative. It'll be just those things. And they want you to be able to realize that. That's another thing. They want you to know, the universe wants you to be able to have that faith in them. Because a lot of times when we venture off into something that's very uncertain, very new, we get kind of scared. They say not get scared, but you get scared. It's like somebody, went into a 30-foot, swimming pool. They're taking about 10 feet high, and you about to jump off. It look like you about to jump off a building. Some folks, I can't deal with that. I don't know if it was just in the past life somebody threw me over a balcony or something like that. But I give any props to these people. We want to hold one hand on these buildings, and I'm like, oh, hell no, that's good. That's a real done better for me. I'm not watching this, because that just watching this is about to make me seasick, or it make me feel like you about to fall, But it's just like they want you to be able to take that leap of faith. They're not guiding you towards something that's going to lead you to to perish. They're going to lead you somewhere to prosper. They want you to be able to have that faith in yourself, and plus they want you to have that faith in you too, because there's so many things. If you see how many hard times that you have had, that you have struggled to try to get over, in some way, somehow, by these miracles, you've achieved those. They want you to put that same energy plus so much more in what they're trying to help you become, because it's already there. And it's just like I keep telling you, we are turning into something that is not going back to spiritual being, but this is something that hasn't been discovered because we're severing things that's been traveling from so many generations, and there's plowing all this hoopla on us, but we're having our spiritual reinforcements to help us sever these cords. Um, so we're all manifesting into like a hybrid that is not been discovered yet. It is like the Mayans, the ancient ones, the guides, the galactic. You see, every time I do that, let me see if it's no. Obviously, it's my energy because it's not that I thought it was that. It's my energy. So going through all those different things, it is exciting to me. It's like when I'm doing new things now, it's scary, but it's exciting to me because it's like, Roslynn, you deserve this. You have gone through so much. People have tried to hold you back. You have held yourself back. It was the pain you dealt with, or it was just you not wanting to let go of that. You're holding grudges against people. You're not allowing yourself to forgive yourself or the people that have done these things. And now when you finally released all that, all these new things are starting to open up for you because you allowed yourself to release the things that held you back. And that's what they want you to do with yourself. There's so many people that I'm dealing with, and I can feel the warrior you have in yourself. But it's just so many things that you're dealing with right now is blocking you from that. It's just like if you feel like you're alone and you're not getting love, you're so focused on that negative part of that hurt, it blocks out all that love that's trying to be coming to you from, if you have a twin flame, they're sending that to you, and they're going through it too. So whatever you're going through, they're going through that as well. Or you have loved ones that have passed, and they're trying to send you love and reassurance to let you know, hey, you're not going through these things alone. I'm helping you and assisting you to go, achieve what you're here to do. You're not going through this by yourself. We know what you're going through is not something that's easy. It's not tiptoeing through the daggone tulips and you sit up here holding on dandelions and blowing off on them daggone things or whatever. We know this is some hardcore renegade Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome type stuff. And for you doing all these things and they see that you're doing it, you're not doing it for just nothing. Number one, is empowering you, is empowering people that you're connecting with. You're giving other people hope about the things that they may be struggling with that you don't even know. It's just like when I do my videos, there are some times that right after I do my videos, even when I write my descriptions, it's so deep to me that I get emotionally happy, because when I say these are like positive outlets for me, you notice there's a lot of time I used to cry. If you've been with me for a while, you done see me cry. I'm like, hold up, give me a minute, wait a minute. And if I cry now, it's because either if I'm feeling somebody else's pain or it's being just happy. And it's so much lately I've been crying tears of joy because I'm happy and I deserve that. I slacked off on myself for that because it was so many different things. My children were turned against me. My mom, my biological mother, I've yearned to even dream about meeting, was turned against me. I've lost my father. All these different things was turned against me because the enemy seen what was in me. The enemy seen the power and the light that I had just to be open and be real about things. There's people that's comfortable wearing masks. I don't have time. That mess will break me out and I get a heat rash. I can't do it. I just got to be real. And I feel good about that because it's like when I can talk about that, I'm not crying. I'm not holding any kind of vibes that's toxic, but just being able to tell somebody, hey, these are the things that I've gone through. These are the things that I have had problems with releasing of myself. There are times where, I can't say it was all them, but I had my little parts in it too, with my actions, how I reacted to it, how I seen it, how I responded to it, all those different things. And the universe told me, all you have to do is let go. It may seem simple to somebody else, but it's like when you have had that inside work has happened to you when it comes to family, your parents, your siblings, whatever, it's been working all hard against you. It seems kind of hard. It's easier for somebody out in the street to do that. But when it worked in the in-house, that intel, whatever, it was hard. But then just for me being able, I had to allow myself to change the perspective of how I seen it. It's like, yes, they put all this stuff on you, but you don't have to go and do the things that they did. This is your time to show them, even though you have done all these things to me, I can still forgive you. Not because I'm forgiving your actions, but I'm forgiving you because you working everything through hurt, envy, and jealousy. And I have to be better than that. I have children. I gotta, I'm, that looks up at me, even though they're older. I want my children to be able to know this is not how life is supposed to be. You can have a choice, but you always have repercussions from the things that you choose to do. You can choose to allow yourself to go down that negative road and not allow yourself to elevate where you deserve to be. And you're only cheating yourself out of what you deserve. Or you can allow yourself to see all the signs that they're trying to tell you. They're bringing all these different things in your life, and they want better for you, but you have to want better for you. You have to allow yourself to release those things, that those burdens that keep holding you back. And there will be certain times where they'll send me somewhere, and just to see how I'm gonna respond to it. I had an issue yesterday where something was said about my dad, and I was just, it got so quiet I can probably hear a mouse pass gas. That's how bad it was. It was like, let me see how, and I felt the spirit of my dad, like, oh Lord, how is she gonna respond to this? And I respond to it very well. And it's like, enemy knows my dad is a very sensitive subject for me, because it's like I see a lot of people that are, I don't know that subject, but of what they want to talk bad. And I've always felt like, if somebody's a public figure, don't wait until they're dead to speak your truth. Because that makes me feel like, when I see it, to me, my opinion is, when you wait till somebody's dead to say all the things that these people have done to you, why don't you have that same energy when they were still alive to defend themselves or say what happened? Or you can be reimbursed for whatever you feel like, because that's all it is, about trying to get change, trying to have that 5 minutes of fame. It's like so many people are trying to find themselves to be relevant about my dad, and it got to that point where it started pissing me off. But now it's just like, allow me to step back, because the truth gonna be seen towards when evil doing is out there, and when people trying to do stuff just to had that 5 minutes of fame, or somebody trying to act like they really care about him or whatever, it's going to be shown. I just have to allow that mess to be patient, just like with the stuff I got to go on, is being patient. And now it's like, before, when everything was going on in my life, I would just be so ready to exit out my situation. And now it's like, I already know what is going to happen for me is going to be for me, regardless on what people feel like I deserve. God is going to allow that to happen for me. Universe is going to allow that to happen for me, because I'm allowing myself to stand out my way of process of progress. And so obviously my energy just done catapulted, because I feel it. So I allowed myself to stand out the way of that, and allow myself to enjoy all the experiences that's coming along with that. And that's what they want you to do, because it would be everything. It could be like, I'm gonna stub my toe. Oh hell no, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Oh gosh, I'm ready to go. Be like that. Now it's just like, you know what? These things are getting exciting. I'm seeing all the people that I'm connecting with. People are really understanding what I bring to the table. They like the way I do things. I speak real. Empaths know when somebody's feeling them along, the boo-boo or whatever. I always keep it straight, real, and uncut. Like I say, there's days where I'm angry. There's days where I just don't want to be bothered. I shut myself off from the world. And there's times I got to deal with myself and handle that self-care. And I always tell y'all, handle that self-care. Y'all see me, if you've been with me, there's a lot of y'all that's been with me for like a year or two, and y'all seen I pushed myself to the limit where they were like, Roslynn, you done took some energy drinks, you talking fast. I'm like, but now it's like, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I see different things unfolding for me that I may want to migrate to. See, as soon as I do that, let me see. No, it's like certain times it's like that light will flash for me. So I guess that's confirmation. That I want to do, and I'm enjoying the experiences, the people I'm connecting with, being able to use my testimony to be able to help somebody else overcome what they're struggling with. And that's what you're doing. And they want you to have faith in what you're doing. They know what you're going through is not easy. You don't went through a lot of things that many people you don't tell people about. Those are the things you deal with behind closed doors. You'll be that one to say, hey, I'm okay. And then in the house, you sounding and looking like Eeyore. okay, I'm just sitting over here. You see in one of those situations, I get it. I've been like, Roz, how you doing? I'm doing fine. And I'm sitting up here just crying and just wiping off stuff because I said I'm going to be okay. Whether or not I got tears flowing in my eyes, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to overcome these things. I'm going to achieve what I need to achieve. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I'm heading towards that way. And I kept telling myself that. And the more I kept telling myself that and forgiving things and letting go of things, it was the more, it was like that resistance of that, of me letting go, wanting to stay there. And I'm like, no, I'm letting you go. I had to put my hand up like, nah, I'm letting you go like a hot potato. You have to be able to do that because there's so much. If you didn't have something so special coming towards your way and so much abundance coming your way, enemy would not be heavy on you. And I know they keep telling me to remind y'all of that because every video they're telling me, keep reminding them of that because there's so many of us that's going through so many different things, whether I know what you're going through or not. Like I said, there's a lot of people I connect with and I help them out the best way I can. I try to leave it as that, where I talk to them is where I leave it, and just being able to appreciate it. It's just like, mom always said, I used to talk a lot. My dad was like, oh, you have so much to say, when I just talked to him, God rest his soul. But, going through that, they gave me my, for a reason. I always just in my truth. I used to be so blunt. My mom was like, "You are not tactful. You are not cool. You don't have cool." I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna just be me. And my mouth used to always get me in trouble. But now I see why I had to be that way because it's like soon as I say that, them daggone lights be flickering. But going through that. You go through those hard times, but those hard times gonna pay off a lot of benefits for you. Because if you're going somewhere, there's so many signs that will come your way, those synchronicities, your spirit totems, or you might see like a post or a podcast or a link that is giving you confirmation on the things you need to do. You may be still at a job that is not fulfilling to you, but you're so scared to make that next step. You have to keep letting yourself know. Now it'd be the next person, somebody, an average Joe out on the street. I'm not losing or gaining anything for telling you this. I'm just going by what spirit tells me. Somebody out on the street telling you, hey, you need to quit your job and just do that. Then I can understand you getting all iffy and sketchy about that. But if universe is sending you so many times, it's just like, if you don't listen, they'll start making things hard for you at your job. I've been there where I've seen so many things where people, when they start finding out the truth about me and start nosing around in my Facebook and stuff like that, always start giving me extra stuff and then don't want to pay me for the stuff that I was doing. And I said, before I flip you over and this whole building over with you, let me go ahead and quit. Even though they didn't give me my money where I was supposed to. And they were like, Roslynn, you ain't gonna come get your money? I said, nah, because if I come up there, I'm gonna have to use that same money I'm trying to get. I'm gonna pull out there behind and get myself out of jail. No, I'm gonna do that. And then next not even 6 months back, from those main people that was over me, that was trying to torture me over something that was never my fault. You were upset about who my father was. They ended up getting fired. They got caught up in their just. They were like, my friend was like, Roslynn, remember when you said you wouldn't come up here and you said it was gonna catch it? It finally happened. I said, what you talking about? Oh, such and such lost their job, and the other one, they got transferred and got demoted not once, not twice, but 3 times. I was like, ooh, well. When they told me don't worry about it, yeah, that was money I missed out on, but it was something that was coming for them anyway, because the way they did their employees dirty. And with me, they tried to test me, and and it was bad because at one job I got into some mess, and it was another person who was at that same job with me to see me break loose and act a fool out there. And they were like, oh, when they started seeing stuff and got jealous, they gave them, hey, this is her little sensitive spot. Next thing you know, all of a sudden she started losing stuff, and just because she was on that same jealous road like they were. A lot of things will fall apart for you, for it to come together. And you have to understand that they're sending you a certain way for you to have that faith, not just in them, but they wanted to have it in yourself. Because it's like so many times they'll see how you, like with me, me being in like a psychic medium type person, there's a lot of things that I spoke on, and I tell people privately that, hey, this is going on, and it may not even happen yet. Next thing you know, a couple of days or maybe a week later, Roslynn, remember them things you told me? Girl, it finally happened. It makes me feel good because it's letting that person trust me, even though they knew they can trust me. Is giving them that intel within themselves. Is like, look, she's for me. She's helping me with things. She's showing me things that I may have questioned, didn't know if I really was in the right place or not. And that's giving you that go ahead. If you know this is going to be something that's going to catapult you, don't sell yourself short or don't second guess yourself, because it's like when they see that they're sending you towards somewhere, it gets really quiet. They're about to test you because they already gave you all the advice and the signs to say, hey, you got this. Hey, you need to let go of this person. Hey, this person ain't for you. Or, hey, this person done sit up here and ran its course. Cut that person out your life. Or, hey, this job has ran its course. Cut it out your life. Because the more you stay at a job, the more they're going to make it heavy for you. You're going to start getting insubordinations. They're going to say you this, you that. Just start having unnecessary drama to you. And it's going to keep getting heavy for you to that point where you don't need to be going postal on some job when they're telling you need to leave. So do what's better for you. Allow yourself to see the signs that they're trying to send you. And soon, every time I see that, I say that, because see, if I'm doing this, you ain't seeing nothing flash, but all of a sudden it flash again. But allow yourself to give yourself the benefit that you deserve. Allow yourself to go for everything plus more, because the more you allow yourself to be open to the unknown and to your gifts and to the knowledge that you're receiving. Because right now we're receiving a lot of downloads. You might hear ringing in the ear to the point where you probably having buzzing from the crown chakra all the way to the third eye, where your ears are getting hypersensitive, as well as your eyesight is starting to change. It may make you nauseous if it makes it very extra sensitive, or you may be having visions during you're out in nature, or meditating, or even during your dreams. There's things coming to you constantly, and they want you to pay attention to that. And do what's right for you. You deserve this. You done been through so much hell and back. You need to go ahead and get the perks of that. You got frequent flyer miles. Invest in it. Okay. Much love to y'all. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Misha, Twan Jr., Miss Patrice Hall, Rebecca McCants, and Marnie Nativo. This is gonna be my last video, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and push some out tomorrow. I'm trying to, push myself to do it more than, every other day. So I'm gonna see how it goes tomorrow. Like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel. Give me a thumbs up so I can, share the videos on the other, along the way, so other people can see it. Drop a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can find me. You can DM me on IG. I leave my information in the description box, or you can find me at Roslynn Mckoy on Facebook Messenger. You don't have to be on Facebook page just to hit me up. A lot of people feel like they got to have the page as well as that to get the messenger part. You can just download that and hit me up. Whatever we speak on is confidential, so you don't have to worry about it. What we talk about goes there, stays there. And it's just about networking and helping you have a deeper understanding about your spiritual quest and your life purpose, having a deeper understanding of that. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Be responsible and safe for everything you do. Know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 million times more than what you expect, ask for, or even prayed for. And the same as you receiving it. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, vibes, frequencies. You never know, that can really take somebody a long way. Have a nice weekend. Much love to you. Peace. And be well. Really? Hmm. Peace, y'all.